Welcome back to part 4 in how to set up Forms-based Authentication or FBA in SharePoint 2016. In our final step, we will show how we can import users into our SQL database. We will then test authentication and then show the approval process that is in 2016 out of the box. So for this video, I'm actually going to be using an import-export utility that we have written for this video so that you can import users into your SQL database to later use with your FBA. So here's the Excel spreadsheet that I created that has a username, password, email address, password question, and password answer. And then of course I've created a tab delimited file that we'll be using just for the purposes of this video. Now what you see in this directory is actually the unzipped content of the export import utility that we've provided. There will be a link below to this content so that you can download it yourself. So the first thing I'd like to look at here is the membership config. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. And when you look at the file, you'll notice we've had to add in the connection string. We've added in FBA. We've had the FBA role. So we've added the same information that we did in the earlier videos that you would have in your membership provider. So let's open up our import extranet directory, and you'll see when we do that we have a very simple typed out command script that we have here. I've enlarged it so that you can see this, and of course we'll be using this. You'll want to copy it, and we'll want to open this actually up in our PowerShell command, not in the SharePoint management command. So let's go and open that as administrator. At this point we're going to change over to our extracted folder. And then direct that to our temp folder. And next we're going to paste our command and we'll click enter. So now you can see that it has started. It's actually pulled from the FBA membership provider. And as we go down, you can see that it finished the import. There were 3 imported and 0 failed. So let's go ahead and close out of this. So now that we've completed that, let's go ahead and go out to our site. Now let's try using one of our imported users. Press enter. And we come up and it says you need permissions to access the site. Now, we could very easily go in and we could add this user or give them the permissions that they need to enter the site, give them the approval. But in this case, let's walk you through what the process would be if your user received this on the front end. So let's just say I'm new user. And we're going to send a request. And you'll see that it gives you a message that says awaiting approval. We will let you know about any updates. Obviously, you can put another message in here. That user could if they would like to. But in this case, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and let's close out again, open it in private. Let's go back to our FBA site. And this time we're going to log in as an administrator with our Windows authentication. And we'll see we're logged in as an administrator. We'll go to our site settings. And you'll notice that under the users and permissions, there is a new link. It's access requests and invitations. And that's because there have been users that have been added to the SQL database. So let's go and click that. And you'll notice when you look at this that we have our user, import 10, that tried to log in. It's showing that they requested to be at FBA home. And all we have to do is either approve or deny. So let's go and approve them here. So that user should have been approved. Of course, we see that their emails are going out down here to the user, letting them know that they have been approved. Let's open that up so you can see that experience. Good news, you have access to FBA Helm. So let's close out of that. Let's log back out again. We'll have to open back up in an in private. And this time we'll log in again using Forms, and we'll use our import 10 user. And you'll see that now import 10 is the user. they have access to the FBA site. Throughout this series, we've actually shown setting up the web config file, setting up our SQL database, making changes to our web config files, and actually logging in or importing and logging in using FBA. This ends part 4 of our 4-part series. We hope you've enjoyed the video series. We will have more videos to come. If you have any questions, please contact us at PremierPointSolutions.com.